Hey family, if you're looking to book a personal reading, you can find all the information in the description box below, or you can scan this code for ease of access. Hello everyone, welcome to Onyx Earth Tarot. Everything you need to know about me is in the description box below. So we're back with another pick a card reading. We're going to see what your dreams are trying to tell you. We're also gonna tie that into like any angel numbers, any synchronicities. We're just gonna get an overall interpretation of anything you're experiencing. Even those of you that are not sleeping, we'll try to tap into why and all of the things. So since this is a non-love reading, I'm just gonna say those of you that are new, I read and channel past, present, as well as incoming energy. I do read from a polarity, which means there's a light as well as a shadow. You just have to find yourself in the lesson, in the journey. I'm excited about these donuts. Very interesting donuts, very interesting selection of donuts. So there should be something for every personality type. And even if you wouldn't eat any of those, even if you wouldn't try one of those, just go for the one that interests you, okay? Don't overreact to the selection. Now, for those of you that are visually impaired, or if you simply like to choose based on me describing each pile, let's do it now. Pile number 1 is the apple cider donut. Pile number 2 is the green pistachio donut. Pile number 3 is the purple ube donut with a little Pansy flower on it. And then pile number 4 is a legitimate red velvet donut, okay? I will give you a moment to make your selection. And if you need more time, go ahead and pause the video. All right, pile 1, let's see what your dreams are trying to tell you. Any other symbols you're seeing, like angel numbers and just overall synchronicities. Let's do our best to interpret them. So you chose the apple cider donut. You must be really excited for fall, so let's get into it. I'm gonna get you an overview from this Healing Energy Oracle deck. We'll see what the message is, and then I'll dive into the details. So my apple cider donut, what are their dreams trying to tell them? What are their dreams trying to tell them? Inner beauty. Okay, look at you. It's a dark, cloudy, woo-woo day. It's literally a hurricane, okay? Like, obviously not in this moment, but that's what's pending for us, okay? But it says inner beauty. I open the eyes of my heart and direct my gaze to the light within every being. Personality and physical appearance are in the image of man. Beauty and goodness are in the image of God. So obviously there's something internal going on with you. When we talk about your symbols, and honestly, when it comes to symbols like angel numbers, synchronicities, like symbols that you may be seeing, like reoccurring themes, it's really just to remind you how beautiful you are on the inside. I know that's so cliche, but that's just like, if I don't know if you struggle with self-esteem or if you just struggle overall, but like the things you see that make you excited, it's just to remind you like that you're supported and that you're doing well internally, right? So when it comes to your dreams, right, it feels like an inner healing. Like I often talk about how like literally scientifically the body heals itself as you sleep, like physically. I feel like a lot of you have that going on with this inner beauty, like internal, like especially if you have any health concerns that you're getting treatment for and things like that. This feels like a pile of like your body is literally healing. And where it's healing internally, that's something that is beginning to, or will eventually begin to shine externally as well when we talk about that inner beauty, right? Like healing you on the inside so that people start noticing your radiant glow on the outside, if that makes sense, right? It doesn't matter how attractive you are or aren't or perceive yourself as being externally. When you have inner healing, whether we're talking about your inner organs healing, like just the inside of your body just being actually healing, or just energetically, you begin to look differently when your aura shifts, okay? Literally a thing. So I like it, I like it. Seems like a glow up pile. Let me slide this over. I like to see it. I may pull another one if I don't feel like that's enough, but we're going to use this tarot deck and get some details. So tell me more about what are their dreams trying to tell them, the symbols, right? It's feeling like that Christina Aguilera song, you know. That's what it feels like for this specific pile, all right? Tell me more about this apple cider donuts. Come on, let's clear it up. Page of Wands. Honestly, a lot of you are really like, I don't know if some of you are actually recovering from something. It feels like you're gaining your energy. Like that inner beauty feels like healing, right? Like healing on the inside. This really excited building up energy. And I didn't even realize that the code word was energy for this card, but you got energy. Some of you really need it lately. I've been burning this energized candle instead of the healing ones just because honestly it was the first one I saw, so I grabbed it. But it seems to be a theme unconsciously with all of you, right? You're gaining energy. So all of the chaotic dreams you're having, some of you be mindful of like how much caffeine and things like that you're drinking, stimulants you have around you and that you're like taking and drinking, because a lot of you aren't sleeping because you have so much energy, whether you're just excited or not. Like make sure you have a proper wind down thing, okay? If you're struggling to go down, right? Otherwise, the dreams are just excitement. It's energy. It's you building your energy. It's your excitement for the next day. It's your excitement for your life. It's your excitement for the things that you're working on. This just feels like a really excited, healing, glowing up pile, okay? Now the Page of Wands, that's a very youthful energy. So a lot of you seems to be, I don't even want to, like, it's a really weird energy. You know how when people heal, like, and when people like change their diets and start having like a more wellness-based lifestyle, how they start to kind of age backwards a little bit? That feels like what's happening for this pile. So I get a strong like physical glow up in this group. So that's interesting, I guess, because it's apple cider. I know like putting apple cider in water is like a detox. It feels like this is a pile of your dreams and all the things like you're detoxing energetically as well as physically. Just work with me. Let me drop down a little bit. It's a, like I said, it's a woo-woo day. I'll hold everything up so you can see this, so don't be concerned about the fact that the table may be a little bit blurry, okay? Let me get more. But the pages are messengers, and that's like fast messages. Like I mentioned that stimulant and the word energy being that theme. It just feels like so much is happening very fast in your dreams. You might have like chaotic dreams, right? But it just feels like a quick ascension in spirit, like a quick healing on a emotional and energetic level. And it feels like some of you have a really quick recovery. So like, let's say you hurt yourself, like you're beginning to heal a lot faster when that happens, right? Like let's say you cut yourself, like the cut is beginning to heal a lot faster, because that's what happens when you become a lot more healthy. What's that shifting? That's freaking me out. I honestly, that's these crystal cards, which is funny because I actually have a deck that I'm going to pull from. So you may get more than one. I have a deck. Some of you need crystals. Some of you, that's just a symbol of like healing crystals. Like you're actively healing in the 3D. So yeah, that's what you're doing. Like that's what your dreams are telling you. They're helping you heal. Like literally that's, I guess, your mind's way, your subconscious mind's way of reacting to how your body is doing the thing in your sleep. I don't know another way to describe it. So work with me here. We've got the 10 of Swords, which says defeat, especially if you've come from a 10 of Swords, like, because the 10 of Swords literally rock bottom, right? It's literally like face down in the mud. Like that's the energy. So if you have that, this is your dream, kind of boosting your dreams and your energy while you're sleeping, trying to boost up your inner energy, boosting up your confidence, boosting up your self-esteem, and like your literal energy levels, so that you can kind of rise above that. Or especially if that's a historical thing, that's you kind of healing from that, so that you can kind of continue to ascend beyond it, okay? Because this feels like a pile of a lot happening, and it's happening so quickly that like I'm having a little bit of difficulty channeling, right? We have the Emperor. Yeah, exactly. It says controlling authority. So regaining your power, regaining control, right? fire 2 times. That's Aries initiating energy, the first sign of the zodiac, like getting things going, feeling very powerful. Like it's the sign that kind of rules war and like conquering and just going for things in the best ways. Healing from where that's been a thing in the worst ways, right? When we talk about that 10 of Swords combined with the Emperor, it's kind of restorative energy. This is a pile of restorative energy. That's your keyword. That's your theme, okay? And we've got the 3 of Coins, goals, okay? Yeah, so whatever your goals are, especially if you feel like you've experienced setbacks, especially if you feel like you've kind of been beat down and completely defeated as it relates to goals, you're clearing that energy so that you can like live to fight another day, like literally, right? Like, so you can continue on the path towards your goals, so you can work and build and collaborate towards those goals without that trauma of the 10 of Swords holding you back, restricting you. Because when you cling to that and when you're not able to rise above it, it becomes like kind of a self-sabotaging energy, right? And also a self-fulfilling prophecy. So healing, clearing, seeing your inner beauty, building up your inner beauty and your strength so that you can, again, step into that Emperor energy and really go for it in the daytime, right? Because at nighttime, you're supposed to be sleeping and recovering. For those of you that don't do that. I feel like I want one more from here. I'm going to put it over there to even out the table. For whatever reason, I feel like that's what I want to do. And then I'll pull from some of these other decks. Like how one, my apple cider. Being true. I am true to myself and others. I remove my mask and stop creating illusions. I have confidence in who I am and I reveal the good in me. I do not need to hide or prove anything. I replace shame with the power of love and truth. So clearing shame, you know, with that 10 of Swords, there could be an energy of shame when we talk about that, but being true and inner beauty talks about being your authentic version of yourself and not letting anything or anyone restrict you, and healing from situations that may have made you question whether you should do this, if that makes sense, right? Especially when we talk about collaborative environments, the 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Coins in this deck talks about collaborative environments and possible trauma associated with that. So we talk about the ability to remove the mask, right? And revealing the good in you and not hiding, right? That's what we've got. So it's at the bottom. Inner work. Hey, inner beauty, inner work. It says God brings me ideal situations for my inner healing. That's what's happening when you're sleeping, right? As I become aware of my weaknesses, I turn them into strengths. There we are. There we go. And it says, I direct my thoughts towards the light and see the positive side of every stage of my life. Darkness turns into courage, thus I get stronger. And that is truly that Emperor energy. So look at you gaining strength, gaining power, gaining momentum, gaining energy. That's what's happening when you're sleeping like you're supposed to. If you're not sleeping like you're supposed to, then step 1 is to sleep, right? Because all of this antsy energy, like cutting out caffeine after a certain time, making sure you wind down enough to like sleep, like those are things you need to be doing, okay? But yeah, I mean, honestly, and when it comes to those synchronicities and any possible angel numbers, it's just like a keep going. You're on the right path. It's really meant to fuel you, inspire you, and really give you that spark of energy, especially when you feel like you're lacking, especially when you like kind of lack faith and question your ability. That's what that means, okay? So there we go. House 11, hey, more like collaborative energy. This is more of a larger scale than that 3 of Coins. 3 of Coins is more like of a small team. House 11 is kind of your extended network, right? It'd be more your professional and social networks, right? Like friends of friends, like people that you know through co-workers, people you know through your industry, like things like that. That's what this rules. The card says friends, like-minded groups, and humanitarian beliefs. This is kind of your dreams kind of preparing you for interactions outside, right, in collaborative spaces, but it also feels like leading you to the environments that would make most sense for you, right? When we talk about all of the things that interest you, when we talk about all of the things in your life that mean something, yeah, somebody's horn's like going off. So like really spelling it out for you, right? Like the symbols, synchronicities, angel numbers, as well as any vivid dreams you're having, it's kind of like it's a horn, like we just heard, calling your attention to certain things that are impacting you or that are meaningful to you or could be meaningful to you that you're not paying enough attention to. Okay, that's where we are. So let me see at the bottom. House 7. So more relationship-based energy. When we talk about your relationships, this is your network, this is your contracts, partnerships. Okay, so it says profound relationships, intimacy, and romantic partnerships. This would be more of a marriage card when we talk about relationships, but overall this is your formal connections, right? Formal connections, people you know through situations that you're working, that you're active, that you're participating in. These are more participation-based relationships. There we go. Versus just liking people. Because the reality is here, you don't even have to necessarily like the people. I mean, I would hope you like the person you're marrying, but when we talk about contracts and networking, it's more of a like-minded, goal-oriented situation, right? So that's what your dreams are calling your attention to, helping you be more effective in those situations and those settings. Some of you, your dreams are simply calling your attention to these areas of life because they're very much connected, right? Your partnerships, your business deals, your contracts, your legalities, your relationships overall, one-on-one. And here we are with your just extended network. So that's where your attention is being called. That's kind of a priority for you right now. We talk about working, building, healing, and being very active, okay? All right, conclusions are within reach. We have a full moon eclipse literally next week. Yes, a week, I think, from today of me filming this. It's going to be in a sign of Pisces, the ruler of dreams. Look at you. So real-time energy. This may be a very critical time. You may have, when this will be uploaded before the eclipse, your dreams may get a lot more vivid. It's going to be okay, especially if they feel a little bit traumatic and chaotic, because the Ten of Swords and Emperor could be very scary dreams. Don't overreact if you have really scary dreams around full moons or eclipses in general, because this is a timeless message, okay? Just don't overreact, especially if you know if you're having difficulty here. Don't overreact to the dreams you're having. Maybe sound bowls, binaural beats. Just make sure you're like not allowing it to like traumatize you further, okay, if that happens. So we have adjustments are required with third quarter moon, okay? A lot of you, this is real time for sure, because we are actively in the third quarter of the year, okay? So but your dreams are telling you where you need to adjust, okay? And any signs and synchronicities you're experiencing day to day as you're like living and moving and in your routine, they're guiding you where you need to adjust, because there are some adjustments you need to make. Like there's some type of conclusions happening, but you have to adjust in some way. The end. And your dreams are like leading you there, okay? They're actively leading you there. And there's some inner work that you need to do that's going to clarify all of that for you. So let me see what this other moonology deck has to say. I will get you healing energy oracle decks because you need that. You do need that. And then what I'll do, I'm going to get you crystal healing. How many is that? That's so many cards. We're not taking all of that, but maybe this is a sign. It's like, it's 5. Okay, fine. We'll take them. Then they're in reverse. Yeah, no, we're not taking them. They're in reverse. We don't want that. You do need to release blocks, okay? There's some blockages happening for you for sure. But right now, your priority is your ability to collaborate. And these houses in astrology we just talked about, you have take the lead. So again, initiating energy of that emperor, there's something you need to be doing, something you need to be adjusting. Like you need to adjust. okay? And that's what you need to be doing, okay? And it's going to lead to a celebration. Taking the lead, taking the initiative, being very active, especially when we talk about collaboration, community spaces, extended networks, things like that. It's going to lead to celebration, okay? I think I'll take one more from this deck, and then, yeah, we'll do it because we're not that on time right now. There we go. Take the bottom. Forgiveness. Full moon. Hey, full moon eclipse. There's something you need to do around a full moon for sure. Full moons, you probably have the most vivid dreams during full moons, but all of this inner work, you got to clear energy, because like there seems you need to be forgiving for whatever, like whatever led to the 10 of Swords, because it's rock bottom energy, like I said earlier, but it's not the angst of the 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords is kind of just you and your own trauma. 10 of Swords is like 90% external factors, like things out of your control, situations, people, like it feels like an active, like it's literally being stabbed in the back 10 times. So that has to come from somewhere, someone, okay? Where that happens, you gotta let that go, because it's becoming a liability, okay? Or it has become a liability in a way where you need, like, your inner body is like trying to, it's like self-preservation. It's like, let's heal, let's clear this. It's gonna make us physically sick, because when you hold on to trauma, it physically makes you weaker, okay? And it makes you sick. So it's like it's making us sick. It's bringing us down. We need to get this off of us. That's kind of energetically what the body does, what the mind does, what the spirit does, right? So forgiveness is healing. Like people think, oh, forgiveness this, forgiveness that. I don't mind holding a good grudge, but the forgiveness needs to happen where it's going to heal you and help you ascend, okay? So let me see what's at the bottom. All right. Process your feelings. You might be picking all the piles that just came out, because this card has come out a lot. I've only been using it for like a day or two, right? It has the hibiscus on it, right? Some of you need to open your mouth, like howl at the moon, literally, like process your feelings, like get something off of your chest with that, especially when we talk about like forgiveness. Be very active in getting things off of your chest. Like that has to happen. You can't hold on to whatever you're holding on to. So let me pull from the Healing Oracle, since this is a pile that definitely needs that energy. And then I will tell you which crystals would be most useful for you in your dreams. Apple cider donut. So far your dreams are helping you physically glow up, like physically glow up. And when I say physically, I mean your body, your health, how you look, how you feel on the inside, like the way you interact with other people, like your relationships, like that's what your attention is being called to. So give me, and your just overall energy levels. Incoming energy of number 44 of home. Look at you. Helping you feel at home in your own body, helping you find your home in collective spaces and all of the things like that, helping you be more comfortable at home just in general, right? Look at you. I told you, we know we're talking about masculine energy. You're really stepping into your divine masculine power. That's a huge deal, because the Emperor would be kind of that masculine energy, okay? So helping you step into a more Aries based energy, whether you have those placements or not. That's cardinal, that's go for it, that's war, that's fighting for what you want, what you need, right? Being very active, being very strong and very powerful in all planes. Like this is a pile, you're gaining energy, you're gaining power, like power, very strong, very active, can't be stopped power, okay? But you have to process your feelings and kind of transmute that energy so that you can be comfortable enough in your body to do the things you need to do, okay? So let me tell you what crystals that you need, and then we're closing you out. All right, my apple cider donuts. All right, my apple cider donuts. Hey, Hey, look at you, Sunstone. You know, the apple cider donut is the golden one. So it's like you're that one, you're that pile that picks like the gold, orange, all the things. Look at you. Let's hold it up so you can see. There we go. All right. You need one of those. It's a sunstone, and it helps you feel good, makes you feel warm and radiant, that energy we talked about. I think it's funny because it uses the word fellas, so this may be my divine masculine pile. Actually, I haven't said that in a while, and if you don't identify with that, then you're lacking in that area of life. You need to be stimulated in that area, in that aspect of you. But it says a fella's looking to operate on a higher plane. You need to go outside and get some sunlight. The vitamin D deprived, right? Yeah. And it says anyone looking for a boost in stamina, and we're talking about the gym, right? We need to use it when it's time to get busy, and when you need a little sunny disposition. And the bottom of it says to take back your shine. So look at you. That's the crystal you need. I love that. So get you a sunstone. My apple cider donut. That's what you need. That's what you need. So that is all I have for you today. My pile number 1. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know on the content we post here on this channel. Thank you for watching. All right, pile 2. Let's see what your dreams are trying to tell you, and any like signs, symbols you keep seeing about like that are like weird and recurring, like angel numbers, just like anything you may be seeing, like symbols, right? I don't want to put a label on it because I just feel like this is a pile of seeing like completely chaotic and random ones. Like if you're seeing random animals, then go to the bird readings. But I don't know what this pile could possibly be seeing, but I don't know, maybe it's food items. Go to the love readings. I have those as well, but you picked a very unique green pistachio donut. So I'm very intrigued to see if you pick this because green is your favorite color and that's your thing. You probably want to go to some of like the matcha piles. Got a lot of those on the channel. But yeah, those of you that are new, I do read and channel past, present, as well as incoming energy. I do read from a polarity, which means there's a light as well as a shadow. You just have to find yourself in the lesson and the journey. So let's see. I'm going to pull from this healing energy oracle deck, get you a key word. I'll pull from this deck and then we'll circle back because I like that I did that in pile 1. So if you're learning to love yourself, that's a thing. That's a thing, okay? This may be a pile of learning to love yourself exactly as you are, with opportunities for growth, right? Like loving yourself doesn't mean you stop growing. So let me see what's going on with my green pistachio donut. Let me be real selective. Ooh, you know what? One is actually calling me. It's right here. Well, listen, that's your card. I don't know. I don't make up the table. I have no idea how that happened, but here we are. Here we go. Learning to love myself. I choose to see the beauty in me. My wealth lies in my nature and potential. I transform my weaknesses into strengths. I realize that I am a being of light and allow myself to shine. Well, this is what your dreams are telling you. Love yourself, okay? If you're struggling with loving yourself, then that's a huge issue that has to not be, okay? So just that's the thing. So let me just pull these cards to see what's going on. I love the line, my wealth lies in my nature and potential, right? Because there's always opportunities for growth, but that doesn't mean you just kind of forfeit who you are for it, right? King of Cups, spiritual guide. Okay, well, you have spirit guides connecting with you, whether that's in your dreams or through the symbols. They're definitely supporting you and leading you. Some of you may be a masculine water sign, okay? But spiritual guide, you definitely have spirit guides that are like, Pistachio Donut needs to love themselves. We're going to help Pistachio Donut love themselves better, okay? Why is that doing that? What's that? What's that? What's that? Vitality. Ooh, I don't like that in reverse. It says, I am a being of light. I accept the divine energy in my body, and every one of my cells regenerates. It's saying that like you're not treating your body right. Stop that. Whatever you're doing that would not be good for your body, stop that. Because that's definitely a direct message from at least one spirit guide. Loving yourself. You wouldn't put yourself in positions where you're losing vitality, because you're losing vitality based on whatever habits or like diet or just the things you do, the way you treat yourself, right? The way you're treating yourself. It could be energetic, it could be emotional, it could be in spirit. It's a message to stop treating yourself poorly. So tell me, my green pistachio donut, what are your dreams telling you? The angel numbers, synchronicities. They're helping you learn to treat yourself better, right? They're helping you learn, they're teaching you how to treat yourself better. We have gathering. They're so helping you also determine, well, the gathering is them, like the spirit guide support, right? The guidance and the protection and the active support of the spirit guides gathering around you. But this also talks about having the right type of people around you, like friends and just loved ones that can help support you and help guide you. Like they're actually not only supporting you in spirit, because as above so below, right? So you have like a spirit team supporting you above, and they seem to be orchestrating you and teaching you how to be better and how to treat yourself better, so that you invite in the right types of people that will be supportive of you, that can help you be better. Some of you are coming from the flamingo spirit, okay? If you're coming from the flamingo is you, go to the flamingo. That may be one of the recurring things you keep seeing. But your dreams are trying to help you see where you're supported in spirit and in the 3D. Like they're helping you identify the right connections, the right people, the right friends. 3 of Cups talks about enjoying other people's company. If you isolate, you're being encouraged to enjoy other people's company. Okay. All right. 6 of Swords, moving on. Yeah. Now, there's a light and shadow aspect of this, especially when we talk about maturing. This is a energy of helping you move on from connections that don't serve you, that are not good for you, and helping you move on from past trauma associated with any potential, I guess, betrayals and things like that. Because again, 3 of Cups talks about your friendships and your relationships with people that you love and value. In order to move on from that, there would be a need, right? Like some of you, in not loving yourself, you don't realize that certain people aren't good for you, if that makes sense. That's what I'm getting. Like this is your dream trying to teach you. Like if you loved yourself, these people would not be your friends, because you would see that these people are not your friends, if that makes sense, right? Like that's what the dreams, that's what it's more of a spirit guide symbol pile, right? Like if you're having dreams about certain people, that's a sign, especially depending on how you feel in a dream. Like if you got weird, suspicious dreams about people, you know, that's a sign. If you got good, positive dreams about someone, you know, that's probably a sign. But it just feels like awareness of, okay, if you love yourself, you'll treat yourself better, and that includes the people you allow in your space. Okay, that's what we've got here. All right, we've got the 2 of Swords, choices, helping you choose, helping you decide. Traditionally, this is a card of avoidance and pretending you don't see what is, or knowing that you have a choice to make and refusing to do it because you're either afraid or you want to delay the inevitable. Like this is a pile of, your spirit team is like, listen, we tired of this. Certain people don't need to be around you, and you don't listen. So we're just going to be real loud about it. So that's what the spirit team is kind of saying. Like, if you don't love yourself, you clearly don't, because if you did, you would not be doing this. It's very aggressive. I'm not gonna lie. It's very aggressive on the table. So let me see. And that could be anybody, because like I said, the 3 of Cups is people that you I mean, I don't want to say the 3, like it's not necessarily people you would trust with your life. Maybe you would, but it doesn't necessarily mean you should. Everyone that you gather with, everybody that you celebrate with, doesn't need to be super close with you, because some of you have that issue. Some of you in this pile, you're super close very easily with people, without properly vetting them and seeing what their intentions are towards you. And then there's another group of you where it probably is people very near and dear to you, because if you would break bread, like 3 of Cups is a breaking bread pile. Like if you would sit at a table, eat and drink from people, like you trust people technically with your life if you would eat from them, because like you don't know what they're doing to the food, and you know what I mean. So like you're thinking that's camaraderie, but it's not necessarily the case in the shadow side. Now, lighter side of this, and they're both, you can be both. A lot of you, most of you here are both. It's saying they're teaching you to love yourself so you have that discernment so that you can recognize what you have in front of you in the best ways, or where you have the potential to be headed, and the type of connections that, you know, when we talk about future perspective, let's leave with that. 3 of Cups talks about people that are coming in, or that could be coming in, or that they're trying to bring in, and you being at a frequency that aligns with that, right? If you don't love yourself, you can't be around people that would love you, right? Usually people that don't love themselves self-sabotage when they're in situations where they're being loved properly, because they start getting all suspicious and just don't know what that's like. It's foreign to them because you're used to being treated poorly. Hence the circle of people that you love and value that don't treat you well at all, but it's all you know. So you think that's what love is, if that makes sense. Yeah, this is a pile of needing therapy. You go to therapy, okay? My green pistachio. This is my other card I wanted. In God's hands. Listen, you got spirit guide. Go church if that's your religion. If you, whatever your religion is, connect to your faith. You like your faith, your higher power is connecting with you. All right? Whatever prayer is for you, that's what you need to be doing. And I always encourage people to get like when we talk about healing, I always encourage people to go to the doctor and all of that. That includes when we talk about emotions and the mind. If you need therapy, lean into that. But we do have an energy here of in God's hands. So it says, my trust in life is implicit. God's greater knowing and greatest love guide my heart and choices. My faith is steady and I remain true to my light. Everything unfolds according to God's will. And you know, this talks about being led by God, whatever that means for you, because it just feels like you're in learning to love yourself. You're being protected, right? Because we're not perfect. So in you lacking discernment, and you lacking the full capacity of loving yourself completely, you have spirit guide, spirit team here protecting you, leading you where you don't know how to do that yourself. So if you pay attention to the symbols and you trust them, you'll end up in the right situations without having to do all this thinking yourself, at least temporarily, because that's what it seems like. It feels like a spirit team stepping in, like, let me make sure this green pistachio donut doesn't go over the deep end and ruin things for them, right? Wisdom. They're sharing wisdom. It says, God has a plan for me. I live here now, knowing beauty is to come. I don't force things to happen faster than the universe has decided for me. I learn from my experiences, take small steps in faith, and succeed, and thanks to all my efforts. So synchronicities are telling you you're right on time, you're right on schedule, you're not behind in any way. Excuse the lighting. I love the natural lighting, and it's not dark enough for me to justify putting a light on. It is raining. We have some serious weather coming this way, like hurricane weather. So look at us. Another day in this area, y'all. It just is what it is. So let me pull from these astrology-based oracle decks. I will get you a couple more messages from some advice decks, and at the end I'll tell you what crystal may help support you when you talk about your dreams. This is not a pile of necessarily dreams so much as it's like you might be seeing weird stuff in the day. Like you might be seeing things move. You might have weird coincidences and synchronicities that are like a little bit freaky. That's what this pile feels like. This is less of a in your dreams and more of a what's that going on around me? That's what I get. Tell me more about this green pistachio donut. What are their dreams trying to tell them? Angel number, synchronicity, please. Let's see. House 3, early learning, childhood relations, the rational mind, and communication. Just straight up messages. Just straight up messages. And this is localized energy ruled by the sign of Gemini. So localized energy is things going around within your immediate vicinity. Like they want you to see what's going on around you, like in your immediate vicinity, in your immediate relationships and connections, right? 3 of Cups, house 3 could be a relevant number for you, like a birthday or anything like that. But we talk about conversations and friends and relationships. So house 3 rules siblings. When we talk about your relationships with your siblings, that could be a thing. And we talk about early development, things you learned in childhood, habits you're still trying to maintain from childhood, relationships and thought processes that you're still trying to cling to. You know, I heard the word out of loyalty from childhood. If you loved yourself, you would grow beyond that. That's the message. Here we are, here we go. At the bottom, I've got the sun, self-expressed, embodied truth. This is a planet that rules the sign, that rules the house of friendship. So we talk about childhood, siblings, friends, people you break bread with, like that's a thing. I don't know why your attention's really being pressed about those relationships, but that's a thing, okay? And the sun is your personality and truly embodying who you are and being who you are authentically. And also it's the house of joy and pleasure. Loving yourself allows you to experience joy and pleasure, okay? You see? But definitely downloads and like messages. You're getting straight up messages from above, okay? Let me see. Tell me more about my call number 2 in the green pistachio donut. What are the dreams telling them about? What are the symbols? Because I'm telling you, I think I've kind of let go of the dreams. Some of you are not sleeping. That's what the 2 of Swords talk about when we talk about that avoidant personality. Stop that. Go to sleep. That's probably one of the things they're trying to, like, you keep seeing the symbols about. Because when you're not sleeping, you lack wisdom because you're not able to think clearly, which is probably why you lack all of this discernment about people that are around you. A lack of sleep adds additional stress to the body. So stop that. Let me see. Green pistachio donut. Tell me what's going on. Well, you know, you have faith in your dreams. Your dreams are the practical plan. It talks about having faith and having a solid foundation for what you want to achieve. But the word dreams is here, okay? The word dreams is here. You're definitely getting messages. Let me answer my phone. Okay, my pistachio donuts. I'm going to take all these cards. Something about dreams, like your actual dreams. Pay attention to your actual dreams. They may be prophetic dreams. They're probably prophetic dreams. And the reason I'm taking all these cards, there's literal messages that you are actively avoiding in the worst way. So stop it. Let me see what's going on. We'll see what this is first. More Gemini energy. Sign Gemini could be relevant here. That could be your placements. That could be a season. That could be a person. But it says communication is key. And I'm going to put it here. I'm like struggling because I don't want to lose track of that's going to be associated with that. We talk about siblings, could be a twin, could be relevant, a time for healing. So it talks about healing any type of relationship trauma you have, especially when we talk about like sibling, family, friends, childhood, whatever. So this is that King of Cups. You know, the King of Cups is very nurturing, very giving, very loving. Especially when with people that they love and care about, like very generous with people they love and care about. So that King of Cups feels like someone that really supports and nurtures other people. And ooh, it's in reverse. Didn't realize that was in reverse. So the end of a tough cycle approaches in reverse. You are good enough in reverse. So why are you doing that? Learning to love yourself is your key thing. In reverse, we got a very nurturing King of Cups. It doesn't have to be gender specific with a circle at gatherings. If you're very generous at gatherings specifically, stop that, because it feels trying too hard. It feels like buying people's love. It feels like overextending, right? Virgo is notorious for being an overextending sign. That doesn't have to be your placements. We actually have 2 earth signs here, okay? Technically, all 3, right? All 3 in the full moon placement. So all 3 earth signs. Earth rules material plane. It's all of your resources, all of your assets. So if you overextend materially, all 3 earth signs that exist on my table for you, stop that, because it's showing you don't think you're good enough. And in any difficulty you're having or feel like you're going to have, like it's going to create more hard. It's going to be a cycle of hardship, right? The end of a tough cycle approaches in reverse, which means a cycle of difficulty continuously, right? And continuously not being good enough, not feeling good enough, learning to love yourself. That's what you got here when you step in. I'm going to leave it there because that's very critical. I want you to keep seeing it, moving beyond that and the 6 of swords, and stop pretending you don't see that with the 2 of swords where you overextend. Okay, stop that, because it's not very practical anyway with this full moon in Taurus, right? Like you're dreaming the practical plan. That's not a practical way to live, overextending like that. Okay, very direct, very clear messages that you need to stop. All 3 earth signs on my table. It's 100% material based. When we talk about, again, close friends, siblings, especially stemming from childhood relationships. Okay, stop that. Where are we on the table? All right, let me get more. I don't know that I normally like yell at the table like that. I'm like, stop that. You don't want those problems. I'm so serious. Like it just feels like an overextending where you're not going to have for yourself at some point. That's not good, right? Learning to love yourself. You are good enough. Okay. I mentioned earlier, you're behaving in a way that people that love themselves do not, whether you realize that fully or not. So let me see. My dream pistachio donut. What are your dreams telling you? It's not even dreams. I'm about to let the dreams go. Because the dreams are very clear and direct. I feel like this is a pile of very clear dreams. You're just thinking it's like a random nightmare. Like you're like, oh, I had a snack late and it threw off my dreams. No, it is a channeled message, especially if it's about real people you know. This is a pile of needing to be told things multiple times. Let me see. Tell me what this my green pistachio donut needs to know. Listen. Releasing is your thing, right? That's the 6 of swords energy. Releasing. I'm not pulling any more from this deck. We're about to close you out. Maturing energy. The synchro, like this, like I feel like this is a pile of your spirit guides are like beating the nail on the head. Like keep repeating over and over and over again. Because synchronicities are cute and all, but like if you keep seeing something over and over again, it's because you didn't listen to it the first, second, third, or 4th time, if that makes sense. And when it's bad, that's not good, because a maturing synchronicity is a literal synchronicity of like, we've been telling you, we've been telling you, we've been telling you, stop. Okay? Releasing. Like we're showing you where you need to release. Okay. I like that you got synchronicity in the synchronicity reading, but your synchronicities are very clear, very obvious. So let me pull from this healing oracle, and then I will get you a gemstone that you should look into and look into getting. Okay. Or just meditate on the energy of the crystal and what it represents, because those will be themes that are critical to all this that you're seeking clarity on. All right. Tell me. Green pistachio. 22. Transformation. Releasing. Moving beyond that 6 of swords. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. Transforming, changing, cutting ties, things like that. Okay. Like you're avoiding where you need to know. Letting go. I can't help you if you don't listen. Okay. Your spirit team can't help you if you don't listen. Okay, this is a very hard-headed pile. Very hard-headed pile. So I'm going to get a good shuffle. I'm going to get a good shuffle, and I will get you, I might get you 2 crystals because you're pile 2 and you got messages that you're actively avoiding. So maybe I'll get you 2 crystals. Green pistachio. I need 2 crystals for my green pistachio. I think that's hilarious. You're definitely getting 2 because this came out in pile 1. So if you're watching multiple piles, good for you. But this is the sunstone. Okay. Talks about energy and feeling good. So I'll let you keep it. I'll let you keep it. But I need to get you one that is your own. It's crazy that it came out again. Okay. How to. Give me crystal for my how to. Chrysocolla. Okay. You use it when you feel small and vulnerable and are looking for someone to parent you, and then you realize you're a grown-up and you got it. And it says be your own mama. Okay, so that could be a reference here as well. Like be your own mama is here. Okay. Anyone entangled in a 24/7 fear cycle propagated by the political media complex. And those who can never find the right words. Yeah, you gotta speak your truth about your boundaries. Get your life together, okay? I feel like I want one more. I don't know why. I'm gonna get one more and I'll close it. Cause I feel like I'm gonna help support the green pistachio. What's this? Gold and orange is a thing. That's probably why you got the same thing. You were like, I like gold and I like green, and that's why you got that. Vanadinite, and it is a playful geometric fiery stone. Okay, you lack self-discipline. You definitely do if you're overextending, and people that don't love themselves do lack discipline, because discipline is a key sign of loving yourself, because you do things that need to be done for your highest good. Okay, and it talks about when it's time to live in the moment. Okay, and when you need a motivational speech. Okay. And let me see. Whatever stands between you and your happy place, break through your biggest blocks. Take back your shine. Be your own mama. Break through your biggest blocks. Okay. That's the 3 you got. Green and gold are colors that you, I don't know, that's your thing, okay? So that is all I have for you today, my pile number 2. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know on the content we post here on this channel. Thank you for watching. All right, pile number 3, my purple ube donut with a little purple Pansy flower. I'm intrigued. I want to see what's going to happen with this donut because I've had it saved for a while. And it kept popping up, and I'm like, I need to do another secret admirer reading, which I did. And I'm like, you know what? I felt like I needed to add that purple Pansy. So we did. So you got 2 piles. Maybe that's your pile. I don't remember what I talked about, but I'm just intrigued to see why this pile is like that. And the reason why I'm bringing it up is because, like, I have a deck, this one, I was going to use for all of the piles, and I'm just now realizing now that I'm on your pile that I did not. And I'm like, I'm assuming I'm supposed to just use it for this group. So I'm going to just don't tell the other piles. And if you're coming from other piles, then I'm sorry. We're going to use this one at the end because you clearly need it. So let's just hop into it. For those of you that are new, I do read and channel past, present, as well as incoming energy. I read from a polarity, which means there's a light as well as a shadow. You just have to find yourself in the lesson, in the journey. So let's get you a key theme for what your dreams are trying to tell you, any synchronicities and whatnot that you're seeing. Tell me, my pile number 3, what is that? Why is it hitting the floor like that? Oh, this is going to be chaotic. Got it. It's going to be pure chaos. We're putting it back because like it went all over the place. Inner beauty and me. Okay. So I'm putting them back because I don't want inner beauty again. We had it before. Vitality is here in reverse. Let me just make sure. Okay. All right. Something about you, whether that's a need to prioritize yourself or a need to look beyond just you. It's going to be different for all of you, and we will get that clarity. That's an N. upcoming energy of unconditional love. It says, my heart is free from resentment towards others. I open the eyes of my heart and discover the light and beauty in every being. I'm aware that suffering can cause distress and hurt in people. I see the pure child in everyone and practice forgiveness. So themes: resentment, suffering, forgiveness. All right. Those are the themes for this pile. That's the synchronicities. That's the dreams. That's all of the things, the unconditional love. There you are. There you go. I'm going to pull from the tarot. We'll come back here to get another one in the bottom before moving on to those other decks. Okay. So tell me, what's my purple ube, the little flower, what are the dreams trying to tell them? Talk about angel numbers, synchronicities, Eight of Cups. It says productivity, which is just interesting. That's not necessarily a word that I would have associated with the Eight of Cups. But if that's what this deck says, then that's what we're going to roll with. So teaching you how to be more productive. Honestly, when it comes to, if you're the type that holds grudges, right, just let it go. Because when we talk about productivity, it's saying that holding on to grudges and like resentment and whatnot is a waste of time, right? Like it's not productive because you're dwelling on things that have long gone, if that makes sense. Let me see what that is, especially since the Eight of Cups does represent that journey. We've got King of Cups, spiritual guide. We're putting it back. We're putting it back because we don't want cards repeating. This is a pile of not needing to, of repeating cycles and needing to close them due to resentment. So let me see. Tell me more. Two of Cups. Hey, look at you. We've got connection. So, hey, look at you. I see it. I don't know what this random deck is going to have to do with that at the end, but this feels like when we talk about unconditional love, it talks about clearing your heart space, your heart chakra, so that you can move on and like form connection with other people, whether we're just talking about connection with like friends, community, or like romantic love, like this Two of Cups represents. Like some of you, you may not be able to fully step into a union with somebody because you have all of this bitterness and resentment. And that's what the dreams are telling you. That's what the symbols are trying to help you clear, right? Like it feels like needing to let it go. I'm so serious because it just feels like if you're dating someone, it's like you're not able to go all the way in because like you got all of this, what is that, resentment. It talks about suffering can cause distress and hurting people, like bitterness, like spite towards other people, like you're focusing your energy on other people, right? Like it feels a little bit like that line feels a little more like revenge and all of the things like that. Like you don't have time for that. You don't, like, move on because there's something really great waiting for you or right in front of you that you're not able to, like you're not fully participating in because you haven't let go of whatever the bitterness is. And it doesn't have to be romantic. But I lead with that because I'm telling you, like I had this donut first, but I think that purple flower popped up and I was like, well, let's put it in the Secret Admirer reading. It's been a while. And I'm like, okay, no, this is a sign for this group and what the dreams are telling them. So look at you. The Two of Cups came out in your reading after me knowing that your flower is in that Secret Admirer reading. Some of you actually have a Secret Admirer. That may be what it is. Maybe that's the pile. Maybe that's the correlation of there's a connection that is available to you that you're just so blinded by whatever you're not stepping into. I could see that, but I'm not gonna like turn this into a complete love pile. We've got that Seven of Coins, which says perseverance, which I wouldn't associate it with that, but I like the words. I like the wordplay because the Seven of Coins talks about what you get after you persevere, right? It talks about that harvest. So I'm saying like there's a beautiful connection, whether platonic, whether just partnership based, because we do have Seven of Pentacles, which a harvest could be like ground you financially. Like there's a good partnership in some sense that could really take you where you want to go. But there's a lot of bitterness and resentment that needs to clear because you're kind of blocking your own blessing. This is a pile of blocking your own blessing. because of a refusal to move on, okay? Blocking your blessing in terms of like lucrative partnerships, blocking your blessing in terms of connections that you want, blocking your blessings possibly when we talk about romantic love, okay? Stop that. Yeah, look at you. We got the Hierophant, the mentor. There's someone specific around you that could help you. Like there's someone specific around you that knows, it's kind of lived the life you're living, experiencing, that could really help you right now. You need a mentor, okay? And if you have one, you need to be connecting deeper with one. Some of you, your dreams are leading you to a mentor. Like if you're seeing signs, seeing synchronicities, you're seeing like certain like symbols, like, oh, maybe I like having a feeling of going to like certain places, doing certain things. There's a mentor trying to step into your life, right? Like not saying it's all woo woo. That's how life works, right? When it's time for you to meet certain types of people, you start gravitating and being called to certain things, and there's a mentor waiting for you or in front of you that you need to acknowledge, okay? And also, Hierophant is just a teacher in general. There's messages that your dreams are trying to tell you. There's symbols that are trying to put you on the right trajectory, okay? Now, it's ruled by the sign of Taurus, which is your assets, your material plane, right? The things you value, okay? Your attention is being called to the things you value and how you're in your own way when it comes to that, right? So we talk about that unconditional love, and you don't have to love everybody. Like, I don't believe you need to. Like, I'm not one of those unconditional love kind of individuals. I'm not love and light. But resentment is not good for you, right? It mentions that suffering and distress, right? It mentions forgiveness. So all of those are things surrounding you specifically that could be a blockage, because again, Eight of Cups is moving on to connections that create a harvest, okay? A harvest. So let me pull from this other deck. Let's get you one more in the bottom. That was aggressive. Hey. And it flew right towards me, and energetically I'm tapped into you. So it flew right towards me in the maturing sense, like under my chair. It's success. It says, I grow and thrive in the universe. I discover the purity of my heart and the higher wisdom that guides me towards victory. I direct my thoughts towards clarity and nurture wisdom, love, and goodness within me. I am free now and I succeed in life. Free. Eight of Cups talks about a journey towards freedom. This talks about just leaving it alone, whatever the resentment we're talking about, like having to let that go. There's so much waiting for you, so much actively available. This doesn't even feel like needing to move on towards success. It feels like it's already there, but you're blinded by the resentment. Like that word is a huge deal. Here we go at the bottom. We got, look, unconditional love, success, and goodness, okay? I redefine my character and overcome difficulties by remaining positive. I calm my heart and illuminate my intellect to transform shadow into light. Again, shadow into light. And it says, I consciously manifest goodness in and around me. I improve my qualities for the benefit of all. So it talks about self-work and improving so that you can fully experience the goodness that is available to you. You have success and goodness like actively available to you. Like that's what it means. Like that's what I'm seeing, okay? And any dreams you're having is to help you clear all of that bitterness and resentment, because that's what we've got on my table. So let me see. Yeah, especially, yeah, you're definitely having dreams that are trying to help you transcend that. You have North Node towards your purpose, towards where you're supposed to go. Like it feels like knowing where you're headed and looking ahead and not dwelling on what is behind and what was. Okay, that's the purpose. So, all right, give me a card. There we go. Fixed sign energy, stability, persistence, loyalty, and dependability is here. Okay. Again, fixed signs talk about stability in the best ways and grounded energy in the best ways. Some of you are being called to ground, but it also talks about stagnancy and a refusal to move beyond something. So stop that, okay? More Taurus energy. You got it 3 times, ruler of the Hierophant. We have fixed sign Taurus energy here, and then here more Taurus. So it says trust, patience, sensuality. Again, rules the second house of things you value. We talk about money, your assets, okay? Your self-worth. Again, everything you value, everything you take ownership of, okay? Some of you really like taking ownership of your bitterness. That's not good. Let that go, okay? Strong Taurus energy here. If you don't have Taurus placements, it talks about that strong-minded, slow-moving, really, what's the word? Stubborn. That's a word that's often aligned with the sign of Taurus. It's very stubborn and refuses to budge. Like Taurus only budges when it wants to, regardless of if you have those placements. And so that's not good, especially since these seem to be key themes surrounding your assets and your stability, because this is the pile of your assets and your stability, okay? So let me get a card here. Yeah, goodness and a positive outlook is very important, because you've got believe in the impossible in reverse. I'm not taking it that way, but you have a blue moon. A blue moon talks about rare opportunities. You have one available to you. I don't know what it is, but you're very close to achieving a goal. There's some sort of goal that's very rare, okay? That is a blue moon based goal that your attention is being called to by your spirit guides, by all of the synchronicities you're seeing, that your dreams are kind of like egging you through. Like it's a thing, okay? It's a thing. So let me keep pulling these cards. But believe in the impossible, you're very close to achieving your goal. If you've already been taking the steps towards what I'm telling you to do, then you're fine. Just keep being that way. It just, if you're on that farthest end of that most stubborn, less willing to budge side, that's not good, okay? Because it feels like self-sabotage. Stop that. All right, my pile number 3, my purple ube donuts. So who is this secret admirer? Maybe, I don't know if it's a mentor, like, but you have a secret admirer. Maybe it's a teacher. I say that because what's the connection to that flower in that reading? You watch it and let me know in the comments. Strength. Hey, look at that yang energy, very active, being very active. The shadow side of that fixed Taurus energy could be very stuck. Remember I mentioned the refusal to budge? Taurus is like one of the slowest moving signs. It's Earth, which is like the most dense and heaviest element, and it's fixed, which is stable. So like it literally is like a rock in a hard place. That's the sign. And I love Taurus placements, but you know, the shadow aspect of like the stereotypes is slow, lazy, stubborn. That's kind of the thing. So when we're talking about those shadow traits, yang will be the opposite of that. It's getting things going. It's being the first to move. It's initiating. It's not even sitting long enough for someone to tell you to get over something. You already let it go. You know what I'm saying? That's what I've got on the table, okay? Being willing to chain. Quicksilver moon is a thing, okay? I don't know why, but Quicksilver, I heard like something about Quicksilver. Tell me what that symbolism is for you. Being willing to transform, okay? I want one more in the bottom from this deck. Intuition, okay? And you know, I feel like you already know what your signs, the signs are telling you, and what your dreams mean, and what I'm saying. I've got the past in reverse. So dark moon, past in reverse. I don't normally take reversals from this deck, but look where this is going to land. Letting go of the past and moving beyond it, because there's so much harvest and mentorship on your end, as well as for you to step into towards success and goodness, but needing to leave this alone, okay? So let me get this healing oracle deck. I don't know, like your reading doesn't seem like I'm taking forever with it. Like the message is the message. So I'm going to pull from this deck. I'm going to get your crystals that you may need, that you may find comfort in. And then I'm going to see what this I don't care deck has to say to you, because why your deck needed it. Oh, look at you. Look at you. Look at you. Past in reverse. At the bottom, you've got past, present, and future. Okay? Past, present, and future is a thing, okay? Like looking ahead to the future, being fully experiencing the present. And because you have past and reverse, it says moving beyond it and leaving alone, especially since you have more fulfilling unions available to you, more fulfilling unions that you can heal, more fulfilling unions that like you need to step into. You have reunion of souls with connection. Okay, go to the Secret Admirer reading. You definitely have a connection available to you, or available, because a secret admirer is someone that's admiring you that's like available now, right? Whether you realize it or not. So don't be holding on to stuff to the point where, again, this feels like a pile of potentially blocking your own blessings. Stop that. I hate to see it. Don't do that, because it just feels like a pile that's so blessed and has so much more potential for blessings. Stop that. Let me see. Give me my crystals for my purple ube donut. I have other piles with the ube and like just purple in general, if that's your thing, okay? So go check those out. I don't know what that is. We're not. Let me see. What is this? Hey, we're gonna take that one for sure. How do you say it? Sugar lights. It's a vibrant blue. Look at that. It says electric look, I can't even talk. Magenta and void black. Okay. It says anyone who's planning an escape from the confines of space and time needs it. It's a good crystal to use in dreams and meditation and when you want to grow your light. And it says when you're called to take your spiritual practice to another level and it's easy to stay stuck in something that isn't working, there's a comfort to safe and status quo. There's an unknown out there with unlimited blissed out possibilities. Ask Sugarlight to light the way there. Hey, that's you. You need that. It's okay. It's telling you to use it when you're called to take your spiritual practice to another level. And it's talking about not staying stuck in things that don't work and moving beyond comfort zones due to safety and status quo. And your message here is to stretch the limits of your imagination. I like to see it. Let's look at it. Look at that beautiful purple crystal. Hey, it truly looks like your donut. That's so freaky. That's funny. I like how you guys' energy and personality step onto the table. I really like that, because how did you get a crystal that looks just like your donut? Go to that Secret Admirer reading. Go to all the purple readings. That's your thing, okay? Give me one more. And then I'll see what the I Don't Care deck needs to say to you, because that I would have assumed that one of the love decks would have wanted to talk to you since it seems to be connected. But the I Don't Care deck, maybe the message is I don't care is something you need just in general, because you know people that are resentful and bitter, that have that bitterness and lack the ability to forgive, that don't budge. If you know what I mean, like if you just stop caring, maybe that's why that deck is like that. What's this? Hey, that's actually like, it's pink, it's purple. It's like, yeah, purple is your thing. So this is a blend. It is ametrine. Oh, ametrine, because it's a blend of amethyst and citrine. So instead of getting one of each, hey, you snuck and got two. You're gonna get something extra. I feel like I might have said that at the beginning. This is a pile of you're gonna get one thing and you're gonna get extra because you cheated just now. This is cheating because you've got a blended crystal. So you've got amethyst and citrine in one. Okay, it's beautiful, but it is ideal for sifting through mental chatter, right? And to get inspired. And those of you that are chronically indecisive, some of you may have Libra placements, that's a thing. You bring it with you where you think a lot, okay? And it says if a deadline is on the horizon and you need a big idea, that's when you use it. And if you can't decide on something, swipe left or swipe right, call on this crystal. And remember, either way, everything is going to be amazing. And it does say to make your dreams, make your big dreams your big life. So stretch the limits of your imagination and make your big dreams your big life. That's the crystals you need. They're both purple. Look at you. Love to see it. Let me get this deck. We did not cleanse it, y'all. We're gonna just like, I don't know, like we're gonna do like we did with the other readings so far. And untough one. That's what we're gonna do. I'll try to get a little bit of a shuffle, but we'll have to get creative with the way we pull the card out of this, because this is fresh. Tell me why this deck needed to specifically speak to this purple ube donut, please. Okay, that's a loud one. This is a loud message. You've been hearing it. You must be ignoring it like so bad, whatever that is. Like, that's so loud. I'm like shocked. I'm not a little scared to see what it is because it's just loud. Matter of fact, let's see what it is, and then we'll come back to any other messages you need. So what is this you're ignoring? Infinity times infinity. I don't even know what that means. So something about infinity times infinity. Kind of feels like life goes on. The only thing that's constant is change. All of this purple. So if you keep seeing things that are purple, something about purple is a huge deal. Okay? Infinity also feels like not changing, not budging. I don't know. That's going to have a personal meaning for some of you. Let me see. Drama free. There, see, listen. Moving on, leave it alone. Move it on, leave it alone. What is this? Why is this in reverse? Stand up for yourself. Don't be combative and aggressive for no reason. Stand up for yourself was in reverse just now. It feels like you don't need to, like, it doesn't feel like you need to be combative in whatever this is referencing, okay? So let me see. This one. Stop worrying. Stop worrying. Stop worrying. Okay, and I'll get you one more. Hey, this one. Back to the basics. Hey, you got like little sunflowers. Good for you. Maybe coming from those piles, but stop worrying. Back to basics. Infinity times infinity and drama free. Like, move on. Stop overreacting. It's easier than you're making it. You're making it harder than it needs to be. You're beating a dead horse. There's something about messages. What if you could send your problems away today? Well, you technically can, okay? You technically can. It all starts with you. So that is all I have for you today. My purple ube donut. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know on the content we post here on this channel. Thank you for watching. All right, my red velvet donut. Let me get you right, because for whatever reason, everything is all crooked now that I'm tapping in with this pile. Let's see what your dreams are trying to tell you. Let's see any angel numbers, synchronicities, all of the things we can interpret specifically for this red velvet donut. So fun fact, there's already one in this playlist. It's not a literal one like this, but we definitely refer to it as that. So go back. I also have red velvet cake all over the channel. It was like a fan favorite for a while, so we will definitely bring it back because everyone here likes red velvet cake. So I'm excited. Let me see. I'm gonna slide your tarot deck over. Let's get you a little key message about your dreams and everything, and then we'll get tarot, we'll close this deck out and get you some more oracle decks. I'm really optimistic about this pile, so I hope it's great messages, because I didn't come into each pile like this. This is the only pile where I'm like, oh, this is gonna be good. Let me see. So tell me about my red velvet donut, please. Tell me about my red velvet donut. And watch I call myself a liar. Watch it be something chaotic. Hey, there's an action. It says, my divine action incites love and harmony. I'm aware of my thoughts and driven by positive forces. I listen to my heart. My desire to manifest light tests into growth, challenges into opportunity, and fear into love. So this is your dreams are telling you need to move in some way. And look at it. It's red, just like your donut. I don't even know why I took the bottom. This is the first time I've ever done that so far. Now you see that. You see that. It's like, don't put me down. I think we're done. That goes there. Because I don't even, like, the deck is not that sticky. That was a little odd. You see how, like, it was like, I had this happen in the bird readings. Be on standby for that. No, not the bird reading. There was another reading I did not that long ago where a card was like pulled out of the deck. And it was like, no, you're taking this one. It's never been that aggressive before. So let me see what's going on. I am light. And it was trying to come out in reverse. So it says, I always have hope. No matter the ordeal, I have faith in a better future. I turn darkness into light. I open my heart to others and to God, and am spiritually strong. I draw light to me and shine with all my being. So if you don't feel like light, your dream is trying to tell you to step into light. Poppy spirit. So whatever the poppies, you might be that group. Okay, that's why. Let me just put you in reverse like you want to be. Alrighty, that's what the dreams are trying to help you step into the light. That's the thing, okay? So I'm gonna action towards the light. So let's slide this over. We're gonna just prepare ourselves. Something about setting things up and getting ready in advance, okay? That's what your dreams are telling you. That's what the synchronicities are, like helping you prepare for something incoming. So, hey, at the bottom you got the star. Look at that, renewal. Like it, I like it. This is a great pile already. You don't feel like the light, but you are, and we'll see what that card is soon. So I'm excited. Tell me what the dreams are telling. My red velvet donut, angel numbers, and all of the stuff. We got a collaborative energy with the 3 of coins. It says goals. Yeah, goals. Action towards your goals. Okay. Boom. Action towards your goals. How to go towards your goals. What you need to do towards your goals. Giving you the energy to pursue your goals. Okay. 6 of Wands. Hey, that's victory. It says acclaim. So goals, acclaim, collaborating to success, victory. 6 of Wands is a parade. Okay, it's praise, it's celebration. It's being told you're excellent at everything. Like that's the energy, okay? So let me get one more. I'm telling you, it's a high praise. See, I didn't want this one, but it's giving me this. Yeah, of course you don't want this one because it's recession. It's like negative energy. So I say negative energy, it's not. It's a feeling of lack, right? When we talk about recession, this is where we need to improve. So let me just, something about taking less and not wanting to. Feeling like you're taking less. Okay. Feels like a sacrifice, a necessary sacrifice. So let me just see. We're going to keep pulling cards and see, because we've got justice, consequences. Ooh. Consequences talks about we talk about cause and effect. Okay? We talk about giving and receiving. We talk about trade-offs, right? What's the phrase I'm thinking of? I can't think of the phrase. It's an economics term. I can't think of it right now. But there's certain trade-off for a certain level of balance you seem to want to attain. Whatever it is you're wanting, whatever goal you have, whatever success you're seeking, it feels like a trade-off. I don't know. There's certain trade-off that's required for that, okay? Because justice is the scales of justice. It talks about balance, right? It does rule 7th house in Libra-based energy of harmony and diplomacy, right? It's the energy of diplomacy. And the 7th house rules all of your contracts, all of your business deals, all of your partnerships that could be seen in this 3 of coins. And right now with my red velvet, I'm seeing a little bit of a, because the word says consequence, but I'm hearing the word compromise. So I don't know what that's all about. Let me see if I get more clarity with this here. Positive thinking. My life is full of small patches of light. I direct my thoughts to that which brings me well-being. I place what is weighty for me into the hands of the universe. Little by little, the light awakens my being and I find serenity. Okay, you're lacking in the light. You're stepping into it here with the positive thinking. That's the action. The action is positive thinking. It's all about perspective. When we talk about fairness and diplomacy, we're talking about a lack or perceived lack. Okay. Because here I'm getting working towards something, all of your efforts, all of your resources, because Three of Coins is like, it does talk about collaboration, but collaboration doesn't necessarily have to be people. It's you really investing all of your pieces into yourself, right? It talks about you doing everything that needs to be done, putting everything, like all of the sacrifices you're gonna have, like, you know, when you talk about all of your eggs in one basket, it's putting as many eggs as you can afford to in this one basket for the sake of success. And when you do that, right? When you do that, it seems to be the necessary trade-off to get where you want to go. Like, what is the cost of success? What does it cost, right? That's what I'm getting here. It's kind of like, what does success cost? And are you willing to make the sacrifice for the success you seem to be seeking? That's what this is. And being positive in your perspective of what that cost is. I don't know what I'm talking about, because it's broad enough. It's going to be different for all of you. Let me keep pulling these cards and see what's going on. Tell me, my pile number 4, my red velvet donut. What are your dreams telling you? What is all of this? Air. So Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. It says open-mindedness, objectivity, and learning. Being a little more objective, being open-minded when we talk about like diplomacy and all of the things, okay? That's what we've got. Being a little more open-mindedness. We got Saturn, which says feeling restricted, experience struggle, learn hard work, and patience. Again, this feels like being open-minded regarding, this feels like necessary sacrifice. Like, what do you want to achieve and what is the cost of that victory, right? That's what I've got. Okay, so I don't know what's going on. Okay, let me pull more. Tell me more about this red velvet donut. What's the dreams telling them? Stepping out of your comfort zone and heading towards your purpose. All right. Saturn rules like work and like karma. Like, this feels karmic, okay? Because we do have consequences and we have recession, okay? Which is a lack. But we've got that full moon eclipse. So something about this eclipse that's coming up real time. And if it's not, just know that something about an eclipse seems relevant, even if that's just you having a dream about it. But conclusions are within reach, okay? And you're going to have to step out of your comfort zone and be a little more open-minded and positive in your perspective regarding necessary trade-offs, because that's the key theme here. And that's what the symbols are trying to show you. So let me see what's going on here. Tell me, my pile number 4, my red velvet donut. I'm like struggling because the deck is bent. So let me see. All right. Hey, this one right here is loud. Face your fears with the cold moon. Step out of your comfort zone. Face your fears, okay? Okay. Okay, I was gonna pull, but it's like, nope, we want this one. This is what we're taking here. What's at the bottom? Celebration. That's 6 of Wands. Okay. What actions do you need to take? What perspective do you need to lead with to get to the celebration that you want? Okay, we've got goals, we've got the celebration of the 6 of Wands and the moon dance. Like, what does it take for what it is you want to achieve, and what is it that you actually want to achieve? Seems to be a thing. Focus. Ooh, vibrant. Okay. Focus. You seem to need to focus on all perspectives, not just the pessimistic one with the I am light reverse, more positive, and being realistic about what actions you need to take for what it is you're looking to achieve. Okay, it's that straight to the point. I feel like this is going to be a pile that does not take, like, I'm down to my last 2 decks. So let me just see what this Healing Oracle says. Like, it's such a straightforward pile. Like, there's nothing else for me to say. There's nothing else for me to say. Past, present, and future, which is number 4, like your pile. Focus on the present moment. Like, be in the moment, and in being in the moment, be realistic about what it takes now to get where you're going, and kind of releasing the past so that it's not a burden, so it's not baggage. Here we have joy. Like, your dreams are trying to help you, okay, in terms of finding your joy, finding your positive thinking, right? Like, it seems like you're struggling with the light aspect and finding joy and knowing what's going to bring you joy. It seems like you don't really know what's going to bring you joy and what's going to help you ascend, okay? You're seeing repeating 2s and 4s, okay? 4, 2, 2, 4, okay? It's like a mirror. Your dreams are actually reflecting you. You may be having dreams of yourself, right? Like, reflecting yourself back at you, right? All right. Get this. I'm going to get you your crystals that you need. And then I will close you out. Crystals, my pile number 4. Crystals for my pile number 4. Pile number 4. What is this? It's pretty. This is the second time today we got a crystal that kind of favors the donut, right? It's that deep red. So what's that? Lepidolite. I don't know how to say that. Okay, it's lithium. It's got rose and micro hues. So I have rose and lavender based piles, so go there. The people that need this most are the frazzled, cerebral, type A workaholics. Ooh, it's calling you out directly. Look at you. Okay, it says to go relax. Okay, and it says when to use it: when freaking out, or to prevent that, put the phone down on do not disturb and hold this and allow yourself be free for about 5 minutes. And then it says to relax the muscles between your shoulder. But listen, you with that shoulder, I feel it in my shoulder. And I told you all that I was never going to let you know again. And I thought about it maybe about 5 minutes ago, but I was like, nope, they don't get to know. But literally the card is calling you out, right? Like, relax the muscles between your shoulder blades, lengthen your breaths, and let go of all the drama. It wasn't yours to begin with anyway. And it says to enter your chill zone. Some of you need to just calm down, okay? Just calm down and take it easy with the shoulder. Stop that. So let me see one more. And I'm closing you out. What is that? This is going to help you celebrate. This is right here is going to be a key to success. So I'm not like a salesperson when it comes to these crystals. If you want a crystal, get a crystal. But I feel like whatever this is really going to elevate you, because it says full moon eclipse, conclusions are within reach, and celebration. If you can get your hands on one of these before this eclipse and you have enough time, because I'm uploading this the next day after I film. So you got time. Full moon eclipse, conclusions are within reach, celebration. This is going to help you. And I think it's pretty. What is that? I've seen these before. What's that? Bismuth. I actually might have that in here. I don't know where it is though. It says it's about focusing, and it's conductive, and it's awakening. And the people who need it are the easily distracted, the burners, and people who get very bored, okay? And then it says when to use it. If you need some psychedelic influence without swallowing the red pill, lie on your back and take 10 powerful breaths through your mouth with this on your forehead, okay? It's just going to give you energy, but it says to rewrite your code with rainbows. You do got moonbeams. Maybe like rainbows are a thing, like going outside and just letting the rays of the, sun hit you, things like that. Or being outside with the moon, things like that. Maybe that's what you need. That's what you need. But take it easy with that shoulder. This is your last mention, and I'm so serious, okay? So that is all I have for you today. My pile number 4. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know on the content we post here on this channel. Thank you for watching.